Deviantart is one of those websites that I think everybody's had an experience with at some point in time, whether it be actually going through the godforsaken hellscape and seeing all of the, whatever this is. What is that? Oh, I've seen this one before. Or watching YouTube videos about some of the worst pieces of art ever uploaded to the site. How did you... Why am I asking questions? And unfortunately, the other day, one of you recommended that I check out a video by Scumbagovich about some of the art uploaded there. And frankly, I think that, you know, some would say they're worse than my haircut and that you should stop talking about my haircut because the art is so bad. Some would, I don't know who would say that. That's what they're saying. And they might be right. I'm just saying, think about it.
Pregnant Bart Simpson, gay Shrek, and Sandy cockvore. If it exists, someone is into it. The fact is, many memes contain—
What is that, dude? That's how it is on this bitch of an earth. Did you have to put that in the video, though? Couldn't you have censored this or something? This is the worst thing I've ever seen. Why? This didn't need to be in the video, man. Come on! Take it out. I'm reporting this video for my eyes.
fetish art, but rarely are the artists who—
Sorry, SpongeBob, I didn't see you coming. What is that? Why is Sandy pregnant? Who draws this, man? This is either drawn by a 9-year-old or a 90-year-old. There's no in between. What is this? Why does he have one of those silly mitts that you get at like baseball games? Tom, is this a woman content creator? Please turn it off. I believe Scumbagovich is transitioning soon, so she'll be a male in no time. All right, don't you worry about it. You just saved it? Yeah, you're right. I did.
bring us these masterpieces ever credited. So today, we're gonna go over 8 fetish images that you guys submit.
Sergeant Braphog made it. Didn't Chipple Dipple draw that? Or did he just find it? I do see Sergeant Braphog, though.
That were either too obscure, too shocking, or too gross for their own video.
No, the gassy General, dude.
And where better to begin than 9/11 Bart Simpson pregnancy fan art. This is the
9/11 Bart Simpson pregnancy fan art. Now that you're pregnant with your own brother, it's up to you to carry on the family name. 9/11, never forget. It has nothing to do with 9/11. You're pregnant with your own brother? Does Marge have a dick and got him pregnant? Did Homer die in 9/11? What is the implication? Like, how did this happen? So Bart is pregnant. So did his dad knock him up and then his mom killed him? What is this supposed to mean? Is Homer pregnant or is that just a gut? What is happening?
first ever lightning round of bad art history.
Oh, that's the picture Jormy uses, the picture of Luigi's butt. Listen, this is just terrible. Everything about this is terrible. This video is horrible. This is just disgusting, dude. This is disgusting. Listen, Scumbagovich, you gotta just take the Mario one out at least. Take the Mario ripped butt out. You don't need to have that in there, bro.
So before we get started, these are all submissions from fellow scumcells on Instagram and Twitter and Discord, so if you—
Scumcells is actually a good name. What is that? Oh, I've seen this one before. Oh, shut up. It's not like this is a highlight for me either. So Sonic is a toilet and Shadow is like a jacked back of the toilet and holds the toilet paper. Why is the inside of his mouth brown? I know the answer. Never mind. Whatever, dude. Off. This is insane, man. This is crazy. We said stop gooning and they started. They kept going.
If you ever see weird art on the internet and you want somebody to explain it, please send it to me. Please tag me. I will find out where it came from. So up first, Kitty Has Fleas asks, can you do mistakes into miracles?
Wait, this one's... I like that there actually is 9/11 in the back. This one's cool. And I also like that it looks like they actually drew it on pen and paper, and then they masked out the background in Photoshop and put it over this. This is cool. At least this one isn't woke, you know? At least it's like the girl squirrel getting pregnant via the bisexual sponge or whatever. The asexual sponge. I mean, at least this one isn't woke, you know? Also, it's in, you know, memory of 9/11, so I like that one. It's got a patriotic, much more patriotic than the Homer one, for sure. The Simpsons one was like, that one was definitely like a woke DEI thing, but this one is like kind of patriotic, kind of like, you know, traditional American family thing. So I like this one. It's very Americana.
For anyone who's never heard of this, mistakes into miracles broadly refers to any fan art of a fictional pregnant couple.
I don't understand the 9/11. It has to be a joke. How does that turn someone on? I mean, I think that the Sandy Cheeks one is probably completely ironic, I would say, if I had to guess. This and a blunt. Oh, this is a whole trend. Is that Zelda sucking on... Why even ask? Is that Zelda sucking on Link's pregnant belly? Of course it is, actually, because why would it be anything else? How could it be anything else? How could that not be the case? No, that's normal. That's normal. And why... Isn't Candace like a child? What is going on? That's Link and Link. Oh, my bad. My bad. It's Link and Link together. My bad for not getting the fetish art version of which one is Link and which one's not Link. Oh, that was the Wind Waker Link. It's Wind Waker Link and Ocarina of Time Link together in the same... Shut up. That's what you're focusing on? That's the most perplexing thing to you about this whole situation, about everything that's on screen right now. That's the comment you have. Not, what the is that? Your comment is, that's actually Link.
Couple where 9/11 is also somehow involved. Typically, the man is pregnant.
When will the baby come, mommy? Soon, sweet. No. No, what did I just walk into? I don't know. We're watching a video to explain it. What am I... What the do you want me to say? To that, to this image, what do you want me to say? Literally, what do you want me to, like, what is my reaction supposed to be? Oh, that's good. That's cool. Oh, so actually, this is from episode 384 of the Shrek cartoon when Shrek fucked SpongeBob in the butt and got SpongeBob pregnant, and Shadow the Hedgehog was their first child, and it's actually the version of Shadow from the third Sonic Adventure game rather than the first one. And what do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Brings a tear to my eye, brings a tear to my asshole, and dripping.
And the wreckage of the Twin Towers can be seen in the background. And as with most things, The Simpsons predicted it first. In July 2012, a user on Something Awful posted this crudely drawn fan art of an expecting Bart Simpson standing next to Marge and a dead Homer. As Homer's ghost rises into heaven, a single tear trickling down his cheek, Marge explains that now that Bart is pregnant with his own brother, it's up to him to carry the family name. It would appear that the rest of the Simpsons family is either dead or stricken with disease, as evidenced by Marge's
Are the Twin Towers in Springfield? What is the lore justification for this? How did this happen? What is going on? What the fuck is going on? Oh, we got a relevant comment here. What's your opinion on high-dollar semi-truck crash lawsuits when the truck driver is obviously not at fault or could do nothing in a situation? What am I supposed to say to that? I mean, I would rather talk about that than this, I guess. Why did someone in chat want me to watch this? This is disgusting. This is horrible. Scumbagovich, you are truly poisoning the youth by posting this on YouTube. Although Marge is looking, you know, I'm not going to say it, but, you know, we're all thinking it.
3-foot-long arm. And written on the left-hand side, 9/11. Never forget. And this artwork raises a few questions, right? Like, if Homer impregnated Bart, why is he going to heaven? While the answer and the artist behind this remain unknown, we do know this. Pregnant Bart likely gave birth in the summer of 2012 to the entire 9/11 pregnancy family.
How did you... Why am I asking questions? There's nothing to ask. There's nothing I can ask about this. There's nothing I can say. There's no world in which this should be explained. Scumbagovich does not deserve a platform to defend herself, all right? She's done. It's over. It's over, Scumbagovich. You truly are a scumbag. And even a bitch, some may say, for putting this on my feed. What is this, Scumbagovich? Is that Zootopia? I'm donating this to your post-stream therapy. There will be no therapy. This will be the last stream. You'll never hear from me again for obvious reasons.
Fan art genre, because shortly after this post was made, the infamous SpongeBob Sandy 9/11 pregnancy.
Is this infamous? I don't think I've seen this one until this stream we're doing here. Oh, I just noticed she has a ring. I mean, I appreciate the attention to detail at the very least. It looks like they put a lot of, you know, effort into making it, you know, line up with the art style, and also making it endearing by putting the, you know, reflection in their eyes, the, you know, heavens shining down on them as 9/11 happens, because it was a blessed event, according to some. You know, things like this make me agree with Hassan Piker's comments. Frankly, like, you know, until this moment, I didn't understand what he was talking about. But when I see this, it's like, okay, you're right. Actually, you were right. You honestly raised a good point, and I support you.
The fan art began to circulate. This was also the one that popularized the phrase mistakes into miracles. And though the SpongeBob artwork was actually just a photoshopped version of a very sincere illustration made by an artist called SpongyGirl92,
Wait, it was a sincere illustration, like they meant to make that? Spongy Girl 92
version of a very
Spongy Girl 92 just soaking up, like, what do you mean sincere? Like, it was like not meta irony. It was like, oh, this is cool, this is based. Oh no, dude, no. So someone made some fan art to celebrate her birthday. Who got this? Happy birthday, Spongy Girl 92, and it looks like both Patrick and SpongeBob are, well, disabled, although I guess Patrick always was. We've also got we've got some, like, sexy SpongeBob detective artwork or something here. I don't know. This is from Tumblr. I don't know what the commentary is supposed to be on this, but it looks like SpongeBob's sort of in kind of a neo-noir thriller type thing, maybe, is what's going on here, which is good to see. We've also got this one. This looks like this is some Spongy Girl 92 fan art, which seems to be Spongy Girl 92 interacting with some kind of Patrick OC. I don't know what this Patrick OC is, or like this is kind of like a Redditor. Oh, is that a nostalgia critic? This is like a nostalgia critic Patrick Star. Is that what this is? This caused the second baby boom. We need abortion to be mandatory, frankly. After seeing this, I think that I'm falling on the right side of things. Get rid of all of them, okay? Planned Parenthood needs way more funding so we can prevent stuff like this from happening again. So I don't have some messed up chatter telling me to watch this on stream.
A sincere illustration made by an artist called SpongyGirl92. The version you are most likely familiar with is the joke one. Based on the over-the-top offensive nature of these images, with their allusions to mass death and familial abuse, they're almost certainly for shock value and little more. However, male pregnancy.
If Goku gets pregnant by Broly, would their baby have the biggest potential in this series? Dude. Why, man? That's horrible anatomy, by the way. Horrible anatomy. This guy looks like he's... Where is his shoulder? Where is his shoulder? Is that supposed to be his delt right there? Is that supposed to be his delt? It looks like they drew him as like an Odd Ones Out character first and then just stacked muscles on top of it. This is terrible. I could draw this way better, just saying.
Known to some as mpreg, is actually a massive fetish genre in the fandom, fanfiction, and furry space. And speaking of furry spaces, number 2, Sandy Cockvore. Kiko53.
Sandy Cockvore. Sandy... So this is like... Sandy's dick is like a... It's like a conduit for... Why? Why? The children need to go. I'm sorry, the children need to go. We're done. We're done with babies. We do not need a baby boom. Okay, birth rates are below replacement, and that's fine. Frankly, the population of this country needs to be replaced because this is what white America is doing. I'm in favor. More race mixing, destroy the native population. Okay, let he who controls us, who shall not be named, destroy the country because this is what is happening. This is what happens when you let white people exist. There's no way someone who's not white and sick in the head drew this. Okay, only a fucked up white person could draw this. So it's gotta go. No more white people. We're having a moratorium on whites. This is what happens when white people breed. They do this, dude. Okay, I'm racist against whites. Found out SpongyGirl92 deactivated their Deviantart account. This is the worst day of my life. Yeah, that's real sad. That's a real travesty. We're missing out on a lot. We're missing out on a lot, frankly, by not having unironic SpongeBob Yowie. Yeah, we need more stuff like this, but poorly drawn. We clearly need a lot. I mean, if we didn't have this, well, where would we be? Where would we be without this kind of thing? Frankly, nowhere. People say there's no racism towards whites. Thanks for proving them wrong. Yeah, I hate white people. I do hate them, and they need to go. This is what happens when you have too many of them. All right, I think they gotta be over. They gotta be over. The Subway poop sandwich incident. What is that thumbnail, scumbagovich? What is this? What are you doing? What are you doing? No.
37, among a few others, asks, cover Sandy Cockvore, please. I'm terminally ill and it's my last wish. Wish granted. So for those who don't know, this refers to a notoriously weird piece of fetish art featuring Sandy Cheeks vacuuming a car and a human being up off the street using her comically oversized male appendage.
What the fuck? What the... Dude, I feel like I think I might have actually seen this one. I feel like Bedhead Bernie sent this to me or something a long time ago. This is fucked up.
This artwork is best known for its use as a shock image, as even veterans of the furry community are forced to admit that this one...
Huh, every day I go online not expecting to see this. Now I have. Yeah, when it's too far for even the furries, it's... Like when furries, people who literally dress up as anthropomorphic animals and go to conventions to rub each other are silly. These people are being grossed up at what you're doing. Like, you just got to be done. To be honest, the commenter said Sandy Hook, so I think she was talking about something else there. I don't know what the Sandy Hook cockvore is. I don't know if there's like a different thing here. I assume maybe you can't talk about that on a YouTube video or show it. Maybe it's a little bit too graphic, but I mean, this is just another level that you don't usually get exposed to be honest. There's a whole subreddit for it. Thanks for sharing that.
Is a little bit off the beaten path. Commissioned as a joke fetish piece, this illustration was uploaded to Furry Art.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Mike Bloomberg's campaign. With so much at stake, Americans deserve a Democratic candidate who can beat Donald Trump. Will you support Mike? Delivered. Mr. Beast followed me on Twitter. I should send him a picture of this and see what he says. I wonder if he'd like it. What do you guys think would happen? I do have this thing in my mind where I'm like, I do have access to messaging Mr. Beast, so I have the potential to send him something extremely fucked up once before he blocks me. So I need to use that. I need to use that opportunity very wisely, very, very wisely. Unless I want to keep DMs with him for some future purpose, but I feel like it's more beneficial to me personally to send him Sandy cockvore art. That might be better. After watching this, I think multicellular life was a mistake. I agree. I think that we need to go back to being amoeba or something. I think the larva was never supposed to turn into the butterfly. I think we're just, this is evidence that beauty brings pain, so we just need to get rid of it all. The beauty of the humanity in the human mind, human evolution, thousands and thousands of years, okay, have apparently led to this moment. There is no God.
Site Ink Bunny on July 8th, 2017 by an artist called Smudgeproof. Though created as a joke, this was legit fetish art, specifically.
You can say it's a joke, but like they drew it. Like, oh, it's ironic, it's a joke. They put time. It's not like, to be clear, this is not like low quality art. You can see that like they put a lot of time into, like, the details look good, the lines look good, like the shading looks good. Like you can see they put a lot of time into this. So clearly this is not like some kind of like, oh, it's just a joke. Like they spent the time to draw this. Smudgeproof wanted this to be in the world in all of its glory. It wasn't even like a joke sketch. Like they did their best to make, the feet detailed, make the anatomy right, draw the car well, draw people being sucked in. Like they put a lot of time into this.
By an artist called Smudgeproof. Though created as a joke, this was legit fetish art, specifically macrophilia and vor. Macrophilia encompasses fetish art with
I'll just never get over this fucking drawing, man. We just need to move on. We need to keep moving. We're, prolonging things here. Let's just keep going.
Focus is on a person or character becoming a giant, often crushing or otherwise
what the fuck is that? Look at they're like coming. The little furry is like gooning. What is this? What is this?
imperiling the protagonist. Vor refers to the fetish of
You wanted to see what was above the ocean. Aren't you happy? Is that Pops from Regular Show? Who is this? Is this Benson from Regular Show? What is this? This is horrible. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
being consumed whole, being the consumer, or otherwise watching the process happen. This is not to be confused with belly inflation, which is
They're 3D animating it? Oh, it's different. Sorry. There's a delineation. Classes in session. We need to learn this.
otherwise watching the process happen. This is not to be confused with belly inflation, which is specifically about inflating a body part for pleasure.
Okay, for pleasure, I see, for pleasure, because there's so much pleasure behind filling your body parts with air and being ready to pop at any moment. Oh my God, I'm gooning, I'm coming, oh my God. What is wrong with people? In what brutal way do you have to get molested to be into this? I'm sorry, that's the only way. Those are the two paths of victims. You either become a victimizer or you victimize me by drawing this fucked up art.
The fetish aspect of Sandy cockvore revolves around the danger she poses to her environment via her giant member. Speaking of things no one wants to remember, number 3, the incredible Gassy. Raymundo 2112
Oh, we want to remember that. We want to remember that, all right? Incredible Gassy, we want to remember that.
asks, incredible Gassy, please. Now, this might shock you, but I actually think this one is so nasty. Like, I don't know if I can make a real video on this because it disgusts me. But your wish is my command. So, the incredible Gassy refers to animated fart fetish art of a green, morbidly obese version.
This is the video Chipple Dipple made. Snap your fingers and it'll be right there.
Of Mr. Incredible from the children's movie, bouncing up and down on an object and emitting gases.
This one's cool. This guy's shitbaxing. This guy's fucking awesome, dude. I changed my mind. It's coming back around. I like this one.
This animation, created as a commission by adult artist Bobo Comics in 2021, was first released into the atmosphere via this unrelated
Did you have to say atmosphere? What is that? Student, please quiet. Now I know that the interruptions of the falling fat Mr. Incredible are disruptive, but we must continue with our studies. If we recall last week's session, we examined 2 works from late author John Steinbeck. What is that? What is this? I hope this doesn't awaken anything in me. I mean, if it does, then that's your problem. The song is good, SB. I do like the soundtrack.
Meme on Instagram.
Some good
From there,
breakcore.
its absurd nature gained it cult popularity, and shortly thereafter, the incredible Gassy developed somewhat of an ironic fandom when a user submitted fan art to a website called Soyboru. But as we all know, irony, if given enough time, becomes complete sincerity. Within a few short years, the Gassers community generated fan art
The Gassers community. Once again, I think we started off funny here, but the fact that this is like a name, like this is a named thing, it's like, okay, we've got the communists, the Nazis, the whites, the blacks, the Gassers. Once you get to the Gassers, we need to go. Okay? Wait. The Gassers? No! Wait. The trains. They're calling you by name.
extensive character backstories, and
Why are there... Wait, what?
the Gassers community generated fan art, extensive character
Is that all? This is... What is that? What is this guy? Evil Sultan? Sultan Gassy, the nipple muncher.
Oh, hell no, man. What
Incredible
the fuck?
Evil, the evil general. Bowser, raw. Oh, I've seen this one. This one is Kino. What is that? What is that one in the top right? Oh my god.
backstories, and even a music video.
The thread. Catalog. Sub Sergeant Brapog. This one's good.
And in somewhat of
I
a
like that one.
strange crossover, a central character to the Gassers
Yeah, Chibble Diffle made that one. That's pure Kino.
lore is Sergeant Braphog, the gassiest, toughest soldier ever there was. And if something about him looks familiar to you, that's because he came from fat fetish art of a minor character from Johnny Test. And a note about
Wait.
because he came from fat fetish art of a minor character.
Okay, I had like a Mandela effect thing happen to me where I thought that this was basically the original drawing from Johnny Test. Like, obviously slightly edited, but I thought the original general was fat. And I watched Johnny Test, and I forgot that he looked skinny in the real show. I thought that he looked obese in the real show. I thought that this was like basically the real drawing with a few minor alterations. Oh my god. What happened to me? I'm not trolling at all. I literally thought this is the original art from the show, basically.
Character from Johnny Test. And a note about Incredible Gassy that will come up again. You may notice the bouncy and stretchy quality of the animation.
I did notice the bouncy and stretchy quality. Thank you for pointing that out. It was a big question I had. Now I need to learn about, why that is the case.
That's because it's made with motion tweens, a tool in most animation software that allows you to bridge the gap between frame A to frame Z. And unfortunately, this type of animation has become synonymous with a certain type of art. It has this quality that just makes you feel like filthy for even looking at it. But if you want to keep your space clean, look no further than today's sponsor, Pretty Litter.
That's true. Use, what's our code here? prettylitter.com/scumbagovich. Use that code to support this excellent content creator in her journey to show us the worst things of all time. Crazy the company sponsored this video. Good for her.
This brings us neatly and tragically along to number 4, the Bowser fart gif. So what is it? In all honesty,
That one rocks too. I
this
like that
entry
one.
is pretty similar to the Incredible
Who would sponsor this? An awesome company. A company that is patriotic and is anti-cancel culture, all right? This company would never sponsor Jake Doolittle or Solari, but they would sponsor Scumbagovich. Use their code.
Gassy, including the motion tween animation style. The primary difference is the character in
Dude.
question, Bowser, and the manner
Why do you have to use that art, bro? You didn't have to use that one picture. Oh, you credited them too. Thank God you credited the artist. What would they have done without you crediting them for this incredible piece of, modern day Louvre material? In 100 years, we'll have an art museum, and this will be in it for sure.
in which this gif spread. Unlike Gassy,
Dude, the noise, he's like, raw. Dude, fuck your ass.
Gassy, Bowser fart gif, animated by artist Big Fat Ninja in 2019, proliferated through Discord. Users seeking mischievous fun would drop this image into a busy, otherwise unsuspecting chat and then watch the detonation from a safe distance. And by August 2021, the use of this gif was such a problem that user Ballstalker66 fired back by making his own gif, in which Big Brother instructs the viewer not to post
Yeah, but that's Big Brother. You see, that's the NPC. That's the woke mind virus. The true racist American patriots. Let's be honest. They're posting the gassy fart gif of Bowser, and that is what needs to happen. Frankly, that is what needs to happen, and it's good that it's happening. It's actually good. Imagine indirectly getting called a soy boy via people talking about your girlfriend eating your poop and being addicted to soy. I don't see how that seems pretty direct to me. I don't think that's indirect at all. Whatever, whatsoever. Thank God there's no images posted in chat. Thank God nobody can post images in YouTube chat, or this thing will be a fucking war zone.
Bowser image. Its biggest impact, it seems, was cementing in people's minds that this animation style is never good news. But let's switch gears and talk about something positive. I'm alluding, of course, to number 5, BBL Luigi.
This is Jormy. Dude, Jormy, who makes like great video essays for some fucking reason. The image he uses to represent himself consistently is the fat ass
side of you.
Luigi butt. I can't find it, but it's in here somewhere. He uses it all the time. He can't help himself. Maybe it's in this one. Maybe he uses it at the end. You have to take my word for it. He uses it too much. It's foul. It's foul. It needs to stop.
Luigi. A very short-lived meme in 2019, this illustration depicts a luscious, caked-up Luigi at the beach.
Did you need to say the word luscious, though? Do you need to say the word luscious? Can you link the Wow Mao tweet? Just go to his Twitter and you'll find it. Just scroll down a bit.
Uploaded to Deviantart on September 28th, 2018 by inflation artist Lou the Pyro. This whimsical pinup art briefly made its way to Twitter and aroused potentially dozens of people. And while there's not much else to the story here, this artwork is somewhat of a spiritual sibling to a much more well-known Luigi meme.
What do you mean well-known? I've never seen this before. What do you mean well-known? What memes are you guys looking at that you've seen this picture before? Who are you? And why are you still alive?
Standing stoically, his muscular form almost appearing to jump off the screen, Luigi eyes the viewer with something between seduction
and contempt.
And contempt. And
you spelled it wrong. You spelled it wrong. Disliked. Spelling mistake.
Printed prominently on his back, the text reads, "That's how it is on this bitch of an earth." This piece very much feels like the dark, sensual counterpart to our beloved Big Butt Luigi, though something about it feels much more distinctly like a joke than actual fetish art.
To be honest with you, what is that? What is that? Okay, we're just gonna click over here to get that off the screen. I feel like this art comes across much more like a meme because they just used Liquify and Photoshop to make his butt big. But I feel like, by contrast, the drawn picture of Mario is probably actual fetish art. That's what I think. The text is the only thing that really makes it... I think the text is really the only thing that makes it a meme. Without the text, it's just fetish art. And even with it, you still drew that. You still made it. Like, it can't be that ironic. Inflates you, making you big and round. True. Good point.
Than actual fetish art. Thick Luigi is a classic example of butt inflation, which is distinct from weight gain fetishism in that it focuses on just one part of the body. You can see this trend reflected in all of Lou the Pyro's artwork. And on the topic of reflective surfaces, number 6, Val asks,
Berry Boy. I like Berry Boy.
life or death for Berry Boy. For those unaware, and I'm about to use a lot of online vocabulary here, so please brace yourself. Life or Death for Berry Boy is a parody Soy Jack fan art of an existing piece of fetish art.
Oh, I didn't know that it was a parody. I thought the original was the Soy Jack, to be honest. Because I've seen it posted so many times. I didn't think it was like, I didn't think this was fetish art at all. Wait, so what is the fetish is like, do they pop him or not? Is that it?
In the drawing, the titular Berry Boy can be seen pleading for his
life
while a crowd of onlookers are cheering for...
Dude, let him live. Let him live, dude. He's a good guy. Berry Boy is a good guy.
For his death. While this has the appearance of absurd art for absurdity's sake, the original piece is a little darker. Originally created by DeviantArt user I Love Berry Boy in 2010, this piece is not only completely sincere, but casts Berry Boy explicitly as a toddler. In fact, a brief look at I Love Berry Boy's account reveals this
as a toddler? Okay.
series of off-putting, crudely rendered illustrations of this inflated child being harmed and tortured by various means. The berry aspect of his name comes from the ever-popular, at least on DeviantArt, blueberry inflation fetish, in which the subject is inflated to the point of becoming perfectly round.
Wait, is this actually related to Willy Wonka? Is this actually related? Like, is this where they got this idea from fucking Willy Wonka? From what's her name? Is it Veruca Salt that gets turned into the bubble? It's canon. I didn't know that's where this came from originally. Did her getting inflated like awaken? Did Tim Burton awaken some fucked up thing in millions of children around the world?
And in many cases leaks bodily fluids that resemble the juice of a crushed blueberry. Why someone would unearth this image and slap a soy jack on it is anyone's guess. But in the spirit of a lot—
Because it makes it better. Because when you put a soy jack on anything, it generally makes it better. That's why. That's clearly why. Imagine watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory becoming a degenerate. The thing is, like, they probably already were degenerates, you know? It just awakened it within them. Or I guess there's like a addiction thing going on. But yeah, I don't know, man. The stuff that, you know, contributes to people's sexual awakenings, it would shock you.
A lot of this artwork, be it a blueberry or something else, oftentimes the subject isn't even human. Sometimes it's 3 chipmunks. Number 7, My Casey Valentine asks, who's getting the best head? For anyone lucky enough not to—
This image is fucked. I don't like that picture. Someone linked me some YouTube video the other day, or no, they didn't link it to me. I was like going through that channel, like the brain rot shit, and I recommended. And one of the videos was like audio of Alvin being like, ah! It was messed up, dude. It was not good. Damn, I'm out here doing laundry, listening to butt inflation. Maybe you should start inflating your own butt so you can get some new clothes, buddy. Think about that.
To accidentally see this on Facebook in 2016. This adult Alvin and the Chipmunks fan art involves the 3 siblings being serviced by their female counterparts. First unleashed onto society in 2008 by an artist called J.K. Comics, his contribution would quickly be overshadowed by an edit that spread much more widely.
Bro, it's so funny that this is a meme, but you just know there's like at least 5 people who actually get off to drawings of these like child chipmunks getting head from other child chipmunks. It's so funny until it's like, oh wait, there's actually someone masturbating ferociously to this.
And quite surprisingly, it was generating a great deal of philosophical discussion. 3 competing schools of thought, Simonists, Alvinists, and Theodorians, went head-to-head on which chipmunk—
I respect your opinion, man, but Alvin cannot be getting the best top if his hat is still on. It's obviously Theodore. Simon's getting teeth and Alvin faking it. It's Simon. He calculated the angle the head needed to be in making his a far better experience. Alvin!
Monk was receiving the highest quality copulation.
Frankly, Uncle Ian would never let this happen. Uncle Ian would definitely stop this. Uncle Ian would never tolerate this. He would make sure that they're music stars instead of engaging in whatever this is.
Which is a sentence that no one on God's green earth has ever said. While there is seemingly no consensus and the debate rages on to this day, this illustration did receive quite a great deal of negative reception when it was featured on Know Your Meme, with some commenters indicating their disgust that the chipmunks, who are themselves children, would be depicted this way. I imagine they would be much more upset if they found out that adult furry art site E621 contains 1,000 such illustrations.
Oh my god, 1,000? We need some kind of a mass thing, you know, some kind of mass getting rid of individuals, maybe. I don't know, I'm just saying, like, maybe there's the solution in there. I don't know. I feel like a society with suffering doesn't have time for this. Like, a society where people go through hardships, like, they weren't drawing this during World War II, surely, like, because things were too bad. So, you know, if we get, like, World War III, I feel like it's likely that this kind of stuff will go to the wayside, at least for a little while.
And on a more wholesome note, number 8. Deviantart Muscle Mommies, as requested by Cow Milk. I only wanted to touch on this one for a second or two because in addition to being way more wholesome than anything we've discussed thus far, it's also kind of like a DeviantArt fetish classic for people who've been online long enough. Not much of a story here, just a guy named David C. Matthews who makes tons of beautifully rendered art of his favorite thing in the world: big strong ladies. Is it fetish art? Absolutely. Is his reverence for muscular women cute in a kind of eccentric way? I certainly think so. And that about does it for our first lightning round. Let me know if you have a favorite. Let me know if you have a least favorite.
I feel like you've made a great case, Scumbagovich, for why we need some kind of genocide, maybe. I'm just saying, like, it's just a lot going on that doesn't need to exist apart from the Berry Boy and Gassy Gemerald. The rest just need to go, frankly. That's how I feel about it. But thank you very much for giving me a peek into what hell is like. I can't imagine what researching this video was like, considering that she had to censor a lot of this stuff. And who knows what some of the suggestions were. She probably had to comb through a lot more submissions than she actually included. So, good video. I'll undislike it. I disliked it because it was, I disliked it because of the spelling mistake. Stand up. Oh my, you guys need to stop. I'm not fucking hard, okay? I'm not hard. You guys need to stand the fuck up. You stand up. I'm the only one who can stand up right now to be judged? Really? Bro is hard. I see a semi-chub. What are you talking? I'm wearing gray sweatpants.